the last 13 years, I started seeing things for what they were in 2011. In 2011, I lost my wife and my father in the very same year. When I lost my wife, I was actually DJing the kids' party the day she died. The moment she died, I was DJing the kids' party because I was doing my duty as a member of the ranks to fulfill my duties. Another thing, I lost my wife to a prophecy that Jermaine gave to the congregation about the H1N1 virus. When my wife needed a heart, one of the questions was, do you want your wife to get a flu shot? And I said no, because my spiritual leader told us that the H1N1 virus is going to kill people. The doctors, of course, looked at me like I was crazy. So I went to council and I told them exactly, I said, no, I told them I wanted to confer with my spiritual leader first. And I went up to council and I conferred with him. And his reply to me was, why would you tell them that? And I knew that no one else in the congregation knew that the H1N1 virus was safe. I knew no one in the congregation knew that.
The Ebola scare, to cause that chaotic situation, so everybody would want to be vaccinated because they would want to be sick and different things. Again, order out of chaos. Now, why would they want to push vaccinations when they're ready to destroy Israel? Again, it's weaponized. One of the things that they do is they would do it through vaccinations. Okay, there was one prior. There was a vaccination that they was pushing. They put out chaotic information talking about the swine flu, and they was pushing a vaccination for the swine flu. They were getting it ready. It was all in the pharmaceutical companies. They were saying it's not enough. They were trying to make people panic. But word got out and prophecy got out. Stay the hell away from that vaccination. Okay? And people wasn't buying it. So they pulled back on the swine flu vaccination that was going to wipe a whole lot of people out. Say this, most vaccinations are safe is when they decide to implement a plan to wipe a lot of Israelites out. Then, those are the ones that you got to look out for. If you're fully grown, okay, you done made it through all these different pandemics and outbreaks. You really don't need it. Every season the flu come around and tell you, come to your local pharmacy and get a shot in your arm. And, you don't need all that. But it's a personal decision. If you want to take it, you can take it. When something is coming out that is, or being released that is harmful, those things are usually announced. Okay, but to each his own. A lot of you feel like, you know what, I'm not dealing with this. And hey, that's fine. That's fine too.
Came back and I told him the thing out. He looked at me like I was crazy. He looked at me with the same look I looked at him with, like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, brother, I don't know why you would tell him that. If I was a doctor, I'd look at you crazy too. Yeah, the H1N1 virus is safe. They recalled all those viruses. Shortly after, they told my wife that they couldn't give her a heart. So my wife subsequently died because she couldn't get a heart.
Now, for everybody that's watching this, I want you to pay attention because their video makes it sound like they're crying out for help. They're so mistreated and sad and abused, and look at what was done to me.
And they proceeded to shoot me out because I hadn't planned effectively my father's funeral. He asked me, so who's going to do the funeral? And I said, well, since he was one of the chief priests, I figured that you do the funeral, sir. Too busy to perform a funeral for a chief priest. Shortly after that, I got a phone call from Chief Priest Nathaniel that said, since I was in the finance department, I handled most of the money that came in Philadelphia. I was told that you can no longer handle any finances in the church. For you to tell me you're not going to do his funeral was a slap in the face, especially after I found out you did one of the Rory's kids' funerals and he wasn't even a member of the church. Another thing, I lost my wife to a prophecy that Jermaine gave to the congregation about the H1N1 virus.
And as you see in this video, wasn't nothing done to them. They're just stupid.
I waited to be judged. I waited for the judgment of God to come. Hasn't come.